I'd just like to do a spot check first. The last time I spoke in public was at the University of Ottawa, and I droned on for 20 minutes with my fly open. And when I discovered it, I'm not sure which I was more disappointed in, the fact that no one had told me that it was open or that I didn't receive any interesting offers. Good evening. I'd like to start by thanking you for inviting me to be the keynote speaker at the Canadian AIDS Society's annual Beanfest and Bun Toss. I do so early on because many of you may well wish I hadn't come by the end of my speech.
John, he was very sick at that point. And I just remember he looked awful. He looked like he was on the verge of death. And he literally, I think, dragged himself to Halifax to make this speech. He found this speech, I think, is very, very, very important to himself. He was so driven, very, very determined, and he would fight and fight and fight.
The people who are present, without exception, they are all from domestic AIDS service organizations from across the country. And what I want to do tonight is make them aware of what the dimensions of AIDS are in a global context, and what some of the things that they, as people with 10 years of experience and some lessons learned and so on, might be able to do that's of use to 3/4 of the world's population who are operating and dealing with AIDS under very, very different circumstances.